Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about all the tips and tricks that helped me get A+ in my SPM Bahasa Malaysia paper in 2016. I'll be focusing on Karangan today, specifically Karangan Bahagian B. As you know, we have Bahagian A and B. Bahagian A will get you 30 marks and Karangan Bahagian B will get you 100 marks. As you can see, a lot of marks are distributed for Bahagian B. So if you can get at least 90 marks for your Karangan Bahagian B, then getting an A+ for BM won't be a problem for you. So how do you get A+ for Karangan? The first step is to choose the right Karangan. As you know, in Karangan Bahagian B, we have 5 questions to choose from, and they are all according to Dimensity. So the first question is Diri, and then followed by Keluarga, Masyarakat, Negara, and Antarabangsa. So my advice to you is to choose either Keluarga or Masyarakat. For Diri, there's usually not enough things to write about, so it's very hard to get at least 4 points. For Negara and Antarabangsa, you need to have a wide range of knowledge. You need to be consistently reading the newspaper so that you know what is going on and you have enough knowledge to get at least 4 points for the Karangan. So I do not recommend that. Instead, you can choose. So I recommend that you choose Masyarakat or Keluarga instead because it's easier to expand those points as they are just the things that we commonly know already without. My second tip is to pay attention to the structure of the Karangan. Your pendahuluan should be short, around 5 lines should be sufficient, and then your isi should be around 10 lines for each paragraph, and your penutup should be around 5 lines only. This is because the marks distribution are the heaviest in the isi and there's only a little bit marks given for pendahuluan and penutup, so there's no point spending too much time on those two. The third point that I have for you is to add peribahasa into your Karangan. I don't know if you are aware of this, but there are 2 criteria to get A+ in your Karangan, and that is peribahasa and quotes by famous people. If you are lacking in those 2 criteria, then it is almost impossible for you to get A+ in your Karangan. You need to have peribahasa in each and every of your paragraph, including intro and penutup. So if you do add peribahasa in each of the paragraph, your Karangan should have 6 peribahasas in total. Only adding peribahasa is insufficient, so add at least 2 quotes by famous people. It could be Mahatma Gandhi or Albert Einstein. Just memorize the quotes that are applicable to most Karangan. So what I do a week before SPM is that I list down all the peribahasa that I could use in my Karangan, all the common ones, and then I try to memorize all that peribahasa. I think I had about like 20 peribahasa. I just looked up the quotes from the internet and I chose short ones so that they are easier to memorize. I had about 10 in my list. So in my Karangan for SPM, I had peribahasa in every one of the paragraph and I had 2 quotes by 2 famous people. So the fourth criteria is RANGKA Karangan. We've been told all our lives to write RANGKA Karangan, but I think few of us actually do it. For me, I don't write RANGKA Karangan, but at least I list out the points that I have for that Karangan. I list out all the points that I have just to make sure that I actually have 4 points and not less than that. You don't want to begin a Karangan just to discover that you only have 2 points and then you have to rewrite another Karangan. The fifth thing that I would like to talk about is time management. You should spend only about 30 minutes for the first Karangan and then the rest of the time goes to Karangan Bahagian B because the distribution for marks there is bigger, so it should take up more of your time. After you finish writing both of your Karangan, make sure that you have at least 10 minutes to go through and recheck everything that you wrote. This is because when our brain can think faster than our hands can write, we tend to make spelling mistakes. So we really need to go back and recheck what we have wrote. Give it at least 10 minutes. Tip number 6 is that your paragraphs have to be evenly distributed. The examiners who mark your SPM Karangan will actually flip through your Karangan first for impression points. So, after randomly flipping through your paper, the examiner will decide which grade are you in. Is this student in A plus or an A or B? What decides which grade your karangan is in is the distribution of your paragraphs. The size of all your paragraphs should be about the same, because the examiners like to see all the paragraphs evenly distributed. So if you have 10 lines for one paragraph, then the next one should have around 8 to 12, somewhere in between there. And not like only 3 lines. That would look really bad on the impression point. So how do you actually improve your karangan? There is no shortcut to this. You have to try to at least write one karangan each week. If you really do write one karangan each week, you'll discover that your speed is getting faster and faster. You can think faster and faster, and it just increases your speed, so it can save you a lot of time. For writing one karangan each week, you can rotate between karangan bahagian A and B. Like this week you do A, and then next week you do B. This is actually what I did in preparation for my SPM, because I went to a tuition and my tuition teacher asked us to finish at least one karangan each week and hand in on the spot. So we had no choice. And I believe this is what trained my speed of writing karangan. Like I would just write so fast because we had to hand in within a time frame. And the time frame that my tuition teacher gave us was actually shorter than the exam time frame. So that during exam, you'll still have time to check. As I said, 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes of the exam is the perfect time to flip through and check for any spelling mistakes. And so to recap, what brings your karangan from A to A plus is quotes from famous people, peribahasa in each paragraph, and evenly distributed paragraphs. Apart from writing karangan every week, you can also read texts in BM to improve your writing skills. A lot of people would suggest reading BERITA, HARIAN or DEWAN Masyarakat to improve your BM. But for me, I find it very difficult to finish the whole BERITA HARIAN newspaper or the DEWAN Masyarakat. So what I recommend doing to improve your writing skills is that you read the text that you are assigned to read. Like for the Utara state, we have to read Jendela Menghadap Jalan. So you keep on rereading that text and see the way they write. This is because you have to read the text anyway to answer the novel questions, so why not do it for both? To improve your writing skills, and also you can answer your novel questions properly. So that is all the tips I have to score A plus in karangan. Please give this video a like if you found this video helpful. I have a video on how to answer novel questions easily as well, so if you're interested in that, I will have the link down below. You can also subscribe to my channel if you want to get notified when my other videos go up. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.